property at some point. Let's continue, shall we? I only need to do 2 more hours to fulfill my quota for the week. That doesn't mean I'm gonna... Oh wow, look. That's neat. I like it when games do this. Our next town. Alglon River. We're not quite there yet. We have plants to beat up first. Excellent kill. But hard. Oh. Cool. Who are you? We've mapped the Great Forest. No, we've mapped 27% of it. That's quite a lot. What I wanted to do is talk up to the Gelog. Delicious Gelogs. Fight us out of the rivers, you fish bastards. No, don't do that, John. I did, didn't I? Hang on. I accidentally used a droplet. That's really annoying. It's really easy to accidentally use X and then press X again. There. No more river creatures. Ever. Dude's having a whale of a time. I enjoy the AI to this game. Alright, buddy, we're gonna go over here now. I'm sorry I had to ruin your fun. Yep. Which way? Up or down? Let's check out down. I think he's trying to pick up that item and it can't be picked up. Ooh. Sacred Beast's Lair. Oh, that's very exciting. I've not fully explored this area before though. I'm getting the feeling that I might be sent there on a quest. So I'm gonna go to the town before the Sacred Beast's Lair. Sacred Beast is a name, right? Like the free Pokemon? The legendary Pokemon are Sacred Beasts. Like, that's a Japanese single word, I think. I Dirty check. Hang on, it's gonna annoy me, so I'm just gonna quickly check. Sacred beasts. So it goes to Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm looking for something more fundamental than that. Japan. Okay, 4 sacred beasts. Okay, yes. 4 symbols. Sacred beast? Is this what I'm looking for? Black tortoise, azure dragon, vermilion bird, and white tiger. Okay, yeah, that's what it's Chinese. I should have known that. They turn up in loads of things. So not Pokemon, but but like the white tiger's called Byakko, because he's in loads of things. Byakko, but I've seen them. They're even in bloody World of Warcraft. Yes, Your Name. I've heard of Your Name as well, and I just haven't. I don't know why. I just haven't watched any of them. Anyway, is there a name for the sacred beasts? 4 guardians, 4 gods. Okay. There's lots of names. This is the answer. Cool. I've seen them in computer games known as Sacred Beasts before. That's why I mention it. And I get all my knowledge from computer games. What I might have to do is just set up... because I've got a friend who's going to be interested in watching these sort of things as well. Like a weekly thing or a monthly book club type thing. And I get round to watching some of these things I've been meaning to.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, that's how that's supposed to work.
Leave it to me.
So you're supposed to pick up... Oh, Jawbreak is 20 as well. Yeah, and a warp. Warp is a good sign. I'm going to quickly see what's in this direction. No, he's not even going to let me. New village, Selray village. There's my sacred beast. Cool. So it looks like we're going to cross the river as well. This is a really neat gimmick. Right, I think we may have some plot. I'm assuming I'm going to get a third character here as well.
Man, this thing's huge.
This place is even more amazing up close than it was from the plateau. Never would have imagined people actually lived in the Great Forest. Seems like they're using the river as a natural sort of protection against monsters. People sure can adapt to any situation, huh? Hey, you two! Don't just stand there, you'll lure the monsters. Come into the village where it's safe. Wait, you're... Oh, this is not good. You know what I was about to say? Probably not. What I was about to say was, what I like about computer games, especially RPGs, is everyone's so nice. Everyone's like, come to our village where it's safe. It's not. I wish it was more like that in real life. You outsiders, come on. Don't like where this is going. Hey, you with the red hair. You've got some nerve showing your face here again. It's your fault we can't fish anymore. Red Dead 2. I've not played any Red Dead game. Neither Red nor Dead. What was I going to say? It doesn't look like the sort of thing I'd be interested in for some reason. I don't know why. It really put me off. But I like... It looks like a sort of thing that some people would absolutely love and some people won't. So it's not like a sort of... So it's the thing I've just deliberately not gone into. Don't you dare think we'll let you get away with it either. This village could be on its last legs thanks to you.
Come on.
What? They don't seem too happy with you, Adol. What the hell did you do? I have no idea. Somehow I don't think they're going to believe you. Selray village, where they sell rays. How many times do I have to tell you? He doesn't remember anything. Can you prove that? Prove she's not a ghost. Well, no, but... Well, then this conversation is over. You're going to get me in trouble if you keep yammering on, so stay in there and shut up. Come on, Adol, this is your doing, apparently. Say something, damn it. What did I do exactly? Stop playing innocent. No one from this village would do such a thing, so it has to be you. Ah, fuck's sake. I was being nice to the village as well. Such a thing being... Don't play dumb. You know exactly what you did. You poisoned the river.
No way.
What the? That's terrible. Not just once, but many times over, each time killing more and more fish. I see. Naturally, Adol is the #1 suspect, being the only outsider you've seen ever, I guess? I think I get what you're coming from, especially as if Adol is the only outsider you've ever had visit to your village before. Cool, Duran. I'm not sure why you said that twice in a row, but yes, thanks for establishing that. He's the only outsider. Yes, I get it. Why am I so red? Hang on, is it this red light I'm pointing at myself? I mean, yeah, kind of. Did anyone actually see him poison the water? This whole village survival depends on the ability to fish. Everyone here knows that, so why would any of us do such a horrible thing? Okay, calm down, shush. You checked the whole area thoroughly, right? Of course we did. We went out on the Spartas and searched every last bend. What's a Sparta? They're the sacred beasts that we raise in this village. We can't fish without them. But enough with the chatter. For the last time, be quiet. I don't have to explain any of this to you. Until we've figured out what to do with you, you will remain here, and you will remain silent. This game's going to be a bit boring for the next, 40 hours. If you just have to stay in the cell. Sacred beasts, huh? You remember anything about them at all? Adol had a slight headache and was feeling mildly dizzy. Absolutely nothing I can do, is there? Nothing to be done. Best save my game, then. I would like a cup of tea, but I can't while I've got lurkers lurking around, so I'll touch the light instead. Oh my word. You certainly have a design to you, don't you? When I heard someone crossing the forest, I expected a well-built adult warrior. I had not expected a delicately built young man, younger than I, even than I, regardless.
I honor the skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
God, you sound like you're from Yu-Gi-Oh!
My name is Ozma. My tribe is responsible for rearing the sacred beasts known as Spardas, and I currently serve as Selray's leader.
I want to know more about the Spardas. You seem to be a very inquisitive person. I can see why the fishermen were coerced into bringing you here. Is everyone from the outside like that? Since you are here, if you wish to know more about life in this village, I will gladly tell you of the sacred beasts. We keep the Spartas in the village to the building to the west of here. Come with me and I will show them to you. Oh my word, I'm in a flashback. Exchange time. We have bids. It's quite good loading times. There's the Spardas. This is the building where we raise the Spardas. The livelihoods of everyone in this village are sustained by fishing. However, the rapid swirls perilously, and the river has many different depths along its course. Given those conditions, can you imagine what it would be like to fish on a boat? The boat would be smashed to pieces. Not quite, but you would be swept along the current and pulled towards the center of the forest. You have a distant look in your eyes. Is everything all right? At any rate, this is why the Spardas are useful here. They can freely swim in the rapids. The fishermen of Selray fish while riding these creatures. Without the Spardas, we would not be able to survive this environment. They are the beasts granted to us through divine providence to enable our survival. Thus we call them sacred beasts. Ah, but I must be boring you with this endless history. Why talk about them when they're right here to be met? Oh. Take a closer look. Their limbs and tail allow them to swim freely through even the most turbulent of rapids. And the protuberances along their body, particularly on the head, provide the ideal body for treading water at high speeds. I'm the same. Whenever somebody walks into Churro, I'm like, probably coal or some shit, I don't know. There's a subway. I'm exactly the same. Those blades... Red Rufus, I don't know the history of goddamn Churro. Probably... Why did I say coal? It's tin. Anyway, I'm mines. We have mines. We used to have mines. I don't know if we still have mines. We used to have mines here. If you break this particular thing in the mine, it'll stop working. It's vitally important for our town that that particular thing does not get broken. I'm just going to turn my head this direction and hope that it doesn't get broken while my head is, oh, look over there, I'm currently distracted. Anyway, I'm going to stop that, whatever that was, and continue reading this. Yeah, I get the spada means sword, because it's Spanish. It's, you know, spade, spada, Sparta. Sparta? Sparta, not Sparta. Spada means sword, yes, I know. Espada is Spanish for sword. Which is where we get, you know, spade, cards, their swords. Those blades on their heads, in fact, are the origin of the name Sparta, which is an old term for the edge of a sword. While they are technically beasts, Spartas are docile and intelligent. They obey the orders of the villagers with little resistance and rarely act violently. Oh, but when they do... Ooh. Hello, Adam. I wasn't expecting anyone to be paying attention at that particular moment. How are you? We attach saddles and stirrups to them so the fishermen can climb to the top. Stranger walked into Cornwall and stole all its tin. That's an infant spada. It's so cute. Spadas develop very quickly, so it will not stay that way for long. It will soon become much larger. Spadas originate from upstream. We bring them here when they are infants and raise them in this village. Adol was given permission by Ozma to take a closer look at the Spardas. I fucking looked at the Spardas. Okay. Take a closer look. Their limbs and tail allow them to swim freely through even the most turbulent of rapids. Look at these mines! I've seen 27% of the Great Forest. And the protuberances, he wants me to know all about the protuberances, along their body, particularly on the head, provide the ideal body for treading water at high speeds. Those blades on their heads are in fact... Yeah, I know, you've told me all of this, buddy. This building is the only place in Selray where the spiders are raised. We have the maximum of 3 spiders. The reason for this is that I'm forbidden from telling the other villagers how to rear and care for them. Why? Yes. How is it Pixie? Small yappy dog. Because that is the law of my tribe. And I am now the last remaining member of that tribe. See, playing near at the moment, there's a village you go to, and it's a village of rules, and it's literally just taking the piss out of things like this. It's actually taking the piss out of Japan in general, but it's like all their rules are, like, some of them are important, and kind of a lot of them are largely pointless, but they never update the rules. I've played Tomb Raider 1, the new Tomb Raider 1, and the mobile phone Tomb Raider game, which I don't think counts in the conversation. Hang on. It's on the phone. Like, here's a phone to show that I know what phones are. But yes, I played a bit of Tomb Raider. The issue I had with Tomb Raider, the new ones, is that, like, 10 hours into the game, Lara Croft has murdered, like, 200 people. And, like, they put a lot of effort into saying, oh, this is a real situation. It would be traumatic for her. Look how scary it is to kill her first animal, because she's forced to kill that animal. But I'm like, dude, she's killed, like, 200 dudes. She's fucking terrifying. There are snipers that have, like, numbers that pale... pale in comparison to, like, her kill count. Yeah, I don't know if I've played a lot of the Tomb Raiders. I don't know. There's got to be there's like a period of gaming where I didn't play a lot. I think that period is when I had no money, and I had to spend very the pre-game thingy, Game Pass. But yeah, I've played a surprisingly little amount of Tomb Raider. But yeah, Anniversary is one I always got meant to actually try out again. I kind of wish there was more tombs in Tomb Raider and sort of less guns. So has your curiosity about the spiders been sated now? It is late, and I think it is enough for one day. I want to ride one. I have no objections to that. It is unique to suggest something like that without second thought. You will likely feel sick at first. I mean, yeah, I like this section. Is Rise the one I've played? I like the sections where they're doing puzzles. It just makes her seem really terrifying as a person. That she has, like near the end of the game, if I saw Lara Croft and I was one of the villains, I'd run. I wouldn't even try. That, like... There was 10 men in there guarding some sort of box. They're all dead now. That woman, just if she's nearby, just run away from her. Then somehow I'll be able to... but Max Payne's firmly tongue-in-cheek. And there's an implication that with Max Payne... We're not really seeing the actual events of Max Payne, that we're only seeing a computer game comic book abstraction of the actual real life events from Max Payne's perspective, or is it his nightmare of what his life's turned into. And it's just a little excuse like that, a little bit of meta commentary that lets you get away with having one person kill. Also, like, there was at least somebody going, this guy's on a fucking rampage, he's terrifying. You know, Mr. Winters or whatever his name was. Jim Bravara at least was like, like, they noticed that that was a weird thing for a person to do. Though I somehow doubt that will discourage you. I remembered about the Spartans. I did not make a single joke about kicking a dude into a well. I had no idea you would be such a natural at this at all. Sitting down and not really doing much. But I feel I should probably warn you of one thing. Take a look at the opposite shore. The currents become significantly faster as one approaches. Mate, you spent like 10 minutes explaining the protrudences, but didn't tell me that there was dangers. Even on a Sparta, it is not possible to cross the river completely. I would urge you not to get too close. What's over there?
No.
No one knows. I mean, we certainly don't. No one has ever been able to cross the river safely to find out. We refer to the area of the opposite shore as the Primeval Lands. Presumably, anyone living there doesn't call it that. Because they would be locals, and that's how that works. It is said that the Spartas which now live here originated from those lands. The Spartas are sacred beasts bestowed upon this world by God. You did that already. Some believe God resides in the Primeval Lands even now. But since we are unable to confirm, none can say that with certainty. Yeah, it comes from... Yeah, this is Churro, this is where the tin comes from. There's Helston. Nobody goes to Helston. But that's where we think chips were invented. We can't go over there and confirm it though. But probably, it's a theory. We've had chips for a long time. Helston's a place. It's probably Helston. It's just over there. Ooh, my defense went up. So you met some guy called Ozma here. Oh no, sorry, Joran doesn't have that accent. So you met some guy called Ozma here. Well, you don't really seem like the river poisoning type to me. Poisoning a river is quite a feat, to be honest, considering they flow into the ocean. But you'd need to have like a Day of the Tentacle style like factory pumping out shit in the river to poison. You can't just like you poison lakes, right? Because the lake is still water. Poisoning a river, it feels like a really different. I guess you'd poison a lake from which it's probably. I'm pretty sure we have in history have poisoned rivers, but I'm just saying it's probably quite difficult to do. But it's totally possible to let you yourself get dragged into something and wound up unwittingly taking part in this mess. Either way, looks like we need to meet this Ozma person, see what he has to say. A doll knocked on the door. Again, what is it this time? He's called Geary. I want to see Ozma. Are you for real? Do you honestly not understand your position right now? Ozma's in the middle of a meeting where he will determine what's to be done with you. And even if that weren't the case, he's an essential figure in our village, a brilliant leader, particularly considering his age. Oh, it's all we talk about. Our leader, he's quite young. But he's pretty good. Even though he's quite young. We would never allow him to meet with the likes of you. What? What are you? That's really not a good idea. What's happening out there? Do you know what's really weird? I mean, I guess it's not that weird, but like, that line. He's got a line like I do. Like, you'd think he'd get the pictures would get like a border. It's just a really weird design choice. That his face... Because you could just use the full picture. You could have a ponytail. I mean, I know he's got a ponytail, but I mean, that hard line's a weird line to have. This, like the one I've got here. We meet again, a doll. I have been informed of the situation.
No way.
So you're worried about a doll and came to see him, huh? That'd be an awful big help right now. So you're going to convince everyone that a doll here doesn't remember anything and didn't do anything wrong, right? A doll, is this man your friend? He's a total stranger.
I see.
Okay, but apparently that's his voice. I suspected you would not choose your friend so poorly. Hey, what the hell, man? Mate, Duran, we met like a few hours ago. You said your name was Duran. You need to think your position through a bit more carefully. Let us assume that Adal did indeed lose his memories. How does the fact prove his innocence in this matter? Such reasoning will not persuade us so. Certainly not mine. Well, yeah, can't really argue with that. Does that mean you suspect Adal too? I'm still uncertain what to believe, so I came to speak with Adal directly.
Adal.
What? He's not... He's called Adal. I've been putting the emphasis in the wrong time for like 4 fucking games. I don't know how to live with myself right now. No! Adal? Adal sounds like he's some sort of medicine. Adal. Not a doll. I mean, a doll sounds like he's a doll. Adal. Yeah, it is really close to Adolf as well. But he's called Kristen. Adal. I would have, yeah. I'd be really nervous about having that particular name. Although, I mean, it's just a name, right? Or just Dolph would have been better. Adal. I have a proposal for you, Adal. If you truly are innocent of this crime, that would mean the real culprit must still be out there. If you can find the real culprit, then and only then will I trust your innocence. Will you agree to this arrangement? You're saying if you're going to set me free... Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I will.
I see.
Very well. There is no time to waste, then. I will tell the villagers to cooperate with your investigation. I've never had... This happens all the time, and I've never quite understood the... Oh, I need to prove my innocence. Okay, just go and prove your innocence, then. Like, they don't do that to people in jail, do they? But I didn't do it. I didn't stab the person. I can prove it. Okay, well, come back here with proof, then. Alright, I'll go. You know, I could just leave the village. Investigation? What are we supposed to do exactly? Naturally, you'll be allowed to walk around the village. I will accompany you to supervise your actions. That way, you'll be able to conduct your investigation without worrying the villagers. Hey, works for me. But now I've got to drag the king of the village with me as well. Who's presumably busy quite... When he's not doing his tours, he's probably quite busy. But are you sure it's alright to lead around suspected criminals when you're the guy in charge? Sorry, that's Duran. He doesn't talk like that. People might think you're on our side or something. Doesn't matter, he's the leader of the village.
No.
I do not take sides. Proving a suspect's innocence or guilt is one of my duties as a village leader. Mate, I feel like that's someone else's job. And the first step is towards ending this. Okay. We could characterize one and only one person in this village, and he's going to have all the village's stuff. We are not adding a second person to the village. I do what is best for Selray. I can see why they look up to you here. Thank you, Ozma. Think nothing of it. Okay, why do my ears hurt? These are specifically designed not to. Is it because I've twisted it? Okay, it must be that. Because, yeah, they kind of bend forwards. Anyway, sorry. Think nothing of it. Baka. As promised, I have explained the situation to all the villagers. I did this off screen. And I've asked them to cooperate with your investigation. I did that off screen as well. So do speak your mind on any questions you may have. Kind of makes me nervous seeing as we haven't proven our innocence yet. I mean that's... Sure, that's kind of the point, right? Okay. Let's see if we can find any clues. Yeah, we have like a mini game section. So, it's kind of weirdly paced, this game. I just did like 2 hours of fighting, and now I'm just like in an entirely new section. I'd kind of like it if they divvied it out a little bit more, but I do like this, like, you want a save point, you get all the fucking save points. You're never going to run out of save points. Just went hog wild with just the core concept of save points. Okay, Kabonga. The Jinkum in the Conga. A primate that lives in the Great Forest has a high intelligence for a monster, attacking its foes from a distance by throwing rocks. Arsakos. Scorpion? No, mate. What's a scorpion? It's an Arsakos. You can't start your description with a name of a different animal. You didn't put gorilla, you put primate. I'm looking this up. It's going to annoy me otherwise. Gorilla. Right. Primate. Order. Kingdom Animalia. Phylum Chordata. Class Mammalia. Order Primate. Right. Genus is gorilla. It's there's a bunch of other stuff as well. Right. But order Primate. Scorpion. Okay, it's Scorpiones, but it's pretty close. I won't lie. Well, I'll give it to you this time, game. You win this time. It's pretty much the same. Like, it's missing an E. And it's not in, you know... We don't use it that often. Fine. You were... Sorry, I'm just going to continue playing the game. I was defeated by Wikipedia. Anyway, it usually lives in tropical areas, but has become enlarged in the Great Forest environment, possesses an extremely lethal poison. Virgin. Not to be confused with the Chard, which are much bigger. One of the terrifying mermaids that control the wetlands, capable of moving swiftly in water, penning its foes with a spear from close range. A Rameli Boloro. An insect that walks on water using suction pads on its feet, shoots large bubbles of water from its mouth, and uses them to prey on small animals. Orogilian. What? Orogilan. Gillan. Orogilan. Joe Rogalan. A giant fish said to have lived in the wetlands of the Great Forest since the ancient times, possesses a powerful jaw that can crush the bones of its prey. It's that Bozowalla, an insectivorous plant. Is it not carnivorous? Why the fuck is it attacking us? Which has continued to evolve in the Great Forest. Spits seeds at distant foes and poisoned those nearby. Has a poisonous organ. Canolan, a plant that scatters seeds as it's firing them from a slingshot. To attack all that get close, demands extreme caution. Shard. It's just the shard. Hang on, didn't I say it's the Virgin and the Shard? God, they do come in the set. A large bird that lives in the seaside areas stocks water and pressurizes it within its body, firing it in jets at high speeds to attack its prey. Gazapo, who's got the best name so far, Gazapo, a crab. It's the same. You're doing the same. I'm gonna check. Crab. No. Crab is order. It's a decapoda. You can't label a creature with the name of another creature. That's cheating. It's a decapoda. They're 10-footed. Although that doesn't look like it's got 10 feet, so it's not a crab. Although, hang on, do crabs have 10 feet? I guess they have little front ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's crabs. How many feet do you have? I'm being silly at this point. I'm just saying, like, you can't. What is it? It's a crab. It's clearly not a crab. Anyway, it's adapted to life on dry land. Its shell is incredibly tough, making it nearly invulnerable to damage while standing upright. The flower. It's an ancient plant with legs like an insect. Stores the toxic substances it extracts from the ground as sustenance and rangoa. Extremely powerful wild boar. boar. Let's look up boar. Order. Artiodactyla. Okay, nobody's saying that shit, are they? It's a scrofa, though. You could go with a species. Hang on, I'm just going to keep looking at the wild boar. Sus scrofa, also known as wild swine. Anyway. If I stop being silly, we can just go, yeah, there's clearly boars and scorpions in this world. I've not played Monster Hunter. I've been told it's really good, but every time I look at it, there's like so much stuff going on at once, I can't take it all in. Its face is covered in armor like exoskeleton, like a triceratops, allowing it to reduce the damage to itself while colliding with foes. Our Run lives near water. I've got it free on the PlayStation 5 as well. I've been, like, one of the reasons I played East is because I'm like, I'm going to try out all the RPGs that I've never really touched before. So Monster Hunter is on the list. It's not a high priority. But like, well, maybe one day. Lives near water and appears to wear a helmet. Has eyes on its back, and when it sees an enemy, it aims for the neck, fires countless needles. Delicious Galogs. A frog. Frog. Let's look up frog. Order Anura. It's kind of cool. Anuran. No, John, now you're getting distracted by looking at cute frogs. Stop that. It lives alongside the river, toys with its foes through unpredictable movements, draws them near using its long tongue. All it needed to do to stop me from being petty, and I am being massively petty right now, is say frog-like. It's a frog-like thing, and or give it a pretend Latin name or some shit. But yes, I'm being petty. Let's walk around this town. We can swim! The answers lie on this island, clearly. Yo, heard you're investigating the poisoning of the river. Well, try not to cause too much trouble while you're doing it, especially you with the red hair. Most people here still suspect you, myself included. So if you so much as look at one of us funny, we're not going to show you any mercy. You got that? Does that count as investigating? That's a frog. It's a lusty-eyed frog. I don't know what that means. Ribbit, it says. Let's poke it. I did not appreciate that. It seems offended. Frog seems to be afraid to go back into the river. Can't say I blame them. I mean, there's always a chance someone might poison it again. Yeah, I didn't poke it this time. You intend to find a real culprit, says Sirius. Yeah, are you serious? Well, investigate us for as long as you'd like, but if you can't find another culprit, you'd best be prepared for the consequences. Okay, all the people I'm trying to investigate are like, oh, you're investigating? Oh yeah, I have heard of the lusty Argonian maid. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of talking to people, I'm just going to go to that red building. Various quests are displayed on the board. Okay, not yet. You seem like a good person, so I don't really want to have to suspect you. And nothing like this has ever happened before. Ever. Ever in the history of our village. There's been no bad people in our village. We're a village of good uns. We've never had a visitor from the outside of the forest. How the fuck did you set any of this up with no visitors? Like, no travellers ever? No travellers ever in the history of the village? You've got barrels and carpets and paper. How did you do this with no outside people? Sorry. I'll be continuing near on Wednesday. Wednesday and probably the weekend. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, I've actually made a note. I'm gonna have a little thing I can bring up on my stream that tells me my vague schedule, which all depends on whether I'm knackered or not, but just seems some the most plausible explanation. Please try and understand our perspective. Cool. How do I actually investigate this? I'm just talking to people fruitlessly. What do I know about the poison? Nothing. It was just there all of a sudden. Don't know what you're planning, but you should just give it up and confess already. Hey. Zara did it. Hey, can I tickle you? No. Oh, you're boring. Boring. Personal space, lady. Child, whatever. Yeah, see, I do get like that sometimes. Well, I'm just like, no, I want to play a specific random thing, and it's not on the scheduled day. No, I can't, okay. We have 4. Okay, I accidentally used one of those, it's really annoying. Reinforcing in Selray. It's exactly the same as reinforcing everywhere else. Cool. I'm not sure why this needed a tutorial. Yeah. Ooh, hang on. No, it's not exactly the same. Yeah, why not? Paralyzed crit. Make it +7? That seems like a sensible idea. Still got gold. Yeah, sure. Okay, this seems to put it down. I don't really want my defense to go down. How do I tell which ones are being worn? You can have the +2. You have the +5. Okay, cool. So sometimes I give myself a schedule. One of the reasons I stream is because I never used to complete any games, so a schedule is kind of good for me like that. Like, sometimes you just have to force yourself to do some stuff, otherwise you just never finish anything. And it's like you get to the fun bit of games. I also kind of wish that games had a button that said, do you want to skip the first half and get to the interesting things? Yes, please! But, out of my way if I'm busy. Okay, are there like flags that I need to talk to? Aha, he's caught. Let's get away from the village. I'm not keen on this. Please talk to literally everybody in the village. Malarkey. I'm going to assume we're not currently in the 80s. You have to listen to... All the villagers are like, hey, you're doing an investigation, are you? None of them are helping. Kazox said he used to live in the forest all on his own. But he said that was before I was born. So that's all I know. Okay, you seem important. Introverted. I mean, I don't go out. I'm basically a hermit. The pandemic very much didn't change my lifestyle. Oh, Adol. It's great to see you. Didn't think you'd come back here. It's nice to meet you. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine. My name's Gazak and... Wait, why am I introducing myself when we've met before? You're joking, right? You couldn't have forgotten me, could you? Actually, yeah, he forgot you, for sure. Adol and Duren explained the situation to Gazok. You lost your memories? I see, that's terrible. No, he doesn't have a face, he doesn't get a voice. Huh? You're a lot more understanding than other villagers. Well, Adol and I became good friends when he last stopped by. I can't believe people suspect you'd poison the river. I know you'd never do such a thing. I wish there was something I could do to help. But I've spent so much time in the forest lately, I doubt anyone's going to believe any defense I could put together. In the forest? What were you doing there? Poisoning the river? What? Oh no, shit, not that. Anything but that. One of Kazok's interests is exploring the old ruins. Ha ha! Yep. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it, really. You're kidding? Man, you must be pretty tough to have survived a place like that for so long. But of course. That's why people call me Gazok the Stronger. But don't let me hold you up. Looks like you've got more important things to do than stand around and chit-chat. We apologize for taking up your time as well. Come on, let's get back to asking around. I mean, I feel like this has been the most... Somebody actually spoke to us. I'm in your bed, stealing your sleep. See how fast I am? Oh, it's a Picard! They were in the original game. They do have cozy homes. Let's give it a fruit or nut. Just give it the Cheeto nut. It seems pleased. Pinch its nose. Ah, it seems offended. Let's give it some rotting fruit. Doesn't seem impressed. Right, we'll get the Picards on our side, and then we'll work on the rest of the villagers after that. I have pleased your small pets. Pretty sure they eat those, but whatever. Haha! Can you swim fast enough to stop me getting away? Oh god, I've explored the entire village, haven't I? Let's go in all the houses then. We're looking for unique looking people. Hello. You intend to find the real culprit? Well, investigate... Oh, no, I spoke to you. No, there's no one in here. Checked that earlier. I heard you're trying to find the one who poisoned the river. I don't want to believe you did it, but Cicely doesn't either. Hope we can find the real criminal. Hey, Adol. Good luck with your investigation. I refuse to believe anyone whom Ozma developed such a kinship with could ever poison our river. So I believe in you, Adol. I know you didn't do it. Give me evidence I didn't do it then. I need more than just support. I need direction. You really don't look like the kind of person who'd poison a river. But I suppose I'll just have to wait and see how your investigation goes. It's not going well, let me tell you. Who's tinking things? Stop tinking things. The adults all stray. We're not allowed to play in the water for a while. I'm so bored. Oh, adult. I mean, get lost, poisoner. I'm not going to help a baddie like you. Go away. Their minds have been poisoned. Looking for info on the river, so you have to look elsewhere. Know nothing of value to you. What do I know about the poison? Nothing. It was just there all of a sudden. Don't know what you're planning, but you should give up. Okay. If this is the fucking answer, I'm going to be grumpy. Yay! No, it just put our gauges up. Fine. Hee. You're always so sensitive. That was so much fun. No. It's a kindly parent duck. Give it a leaf. There's a flower. Marl flower. It enjoyed that. Right, I've got the ducks on my side. Let's give it a leaf. A fresh one. Yeah, okay. It's so boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble. It's Amin, not a min. All you do is grumble about not being able to go fishing. If you've got time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm going to eat instead. I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? How long's it been since the poison first appeared in the river anyway? Oh, it's you. I see you're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Well, go on, Raynal, answer the question. Right. The poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. 10 days. Quite a while ago, then. Is that all you have to say? What? You're missing the most important detail. It happened immediately after this red-headed swordsman here left the village. But... really? And he disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone that he was leaving. Aerith. Or Eris, even. How could we not suspect them? There's a mountain of evidence implicating him in this. Is that arm in, arm out? Gotta admit, I see your point. Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. Cool. I think that's officially progress. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Or should I wait until I've done this quest for a cup of tea? I do like how they've handled her character in the remake as well. Actually, both of them, but... do I really have to fucking talk to everyone in the town again to see who the correct person for the conversation is? There's Hagan. Did I really improve the short sword when I should have improved the saber? I'll do. I'm really tempted just to look up who I'm supposed to talk to. Ozma, you're wasting your time if you think they're going to be able to prove their innocence. Rival, that redhead there is the culprit. Nothing will change that. Do you have any evidence to back that claim, Rival? Of course, the poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is the dwelling of the Spardas. Oh, so the sacred beasts live upstream. But how does that prove Adol's the culprit? Because no one from the village would dare go upstream and approach the sacred beast's dwelling. Not unless they were one of Ozma's tribesmen anyway, but there's only one of them those left, and it's Ozma himself. So the only one who could have gone upstream... Okay, so one detail it didn't... farewell, Lucci. That's farewell. I might use this opportunity to make myself a beverage, or even a drink. No, I think I'll go on for like another hour before I make up food there. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider, and those are pretty short supply. Ozma could be the culprit too. You've got to be kidding. There's no way Ozma could be the culprit. What a ridiculous thing to say. The very notion is offensive. If you objectively analyze the evidence we have gathered, however, it is a perfectly valid theory. Naturally, I was not responsible, but nor could I provide enough evidence to contradict an impartial judge of my innocence. Well, don't worry, Ozma. I have other evidence that suggests he's the culprit. You're asking about the sacred beast's dwelling, you know? Yeah, he's like that. If there's something new and exciting to explore, he wants to explore it. It's in his nature. Say what you want, he still did it. Don't you have any shame at all? You could spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess. Look at his abs. Look at these abs. He's like, abs. I just noticed they're painted on, aren't they? I've said all I have to say. I don't want to talk to you any longer. Go away and never return. Man, Adol, you really don't seem popular around here. Guess you do stick your nose in everyone's business though, so it's not really any surprise. Why do houses have tinky noises? The river dyed crimson, a horrifying sight. The river dyed crimson? Take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you? The colour of blood is the colour of death, yet no one was hurt, only our salvation. So that means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you'd need to dye a whole river, though. It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained red as far as the eye could see. The source was upstream, all that remained was the corpses of the fish. You know, not when the river was... We will not know when the river will be pure once again, thus the men cannot fish. That does sound pretty tough. Were the fishermen okay? The ones who were out on the river water when the poison first showed up. Fortunately, they noticed quickly. There were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them had made a full recovery since. Our only salvation, the Spartans were uninjured too. A large amount of poison coming from upstream. We might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought. I think we've got enough information to start with, thank fuck. At least. Adol. Let's go through what we know and see if we can sort it out, okay? First, when did the villagers first notice the poison? After I left. Yeah, they noticed it just after you left Selray. And that's why you're getting blamed for it. How did they notice it? The river was dyed red. Yeah, that seems like whatever was in the coloured the water red must have been a hell of a thing to see. And where did... Oh, you see, like his hair, you see. Where did the poison originate from? Upstream! That's right. And if it came from upstream, it must have come from somewhere outside of Selray. Alright, Adol. If you add all that together, who stands out as the most likely culprit? It wasn't a person at all? What leads you to that conclusion? It makes sense when you think about it. You need a whole lot of poison to dye an entire river red. And if it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into a river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone could lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands, not on their own, like Adol would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be impossible to poison the water from upstream, but to dye the entire river red, not likely. It does seem rather implausible. So your conclusion, then, is the culprit may be a natural occurrence or a creature. Adol, and you said your name was Durin, yes? Could I ask you to come with me? I feel sick. Adol, I can't believe you're okay with all this thrashing. Is that a bird? Lucky thing. Up there all graceful while we're stacked down here on these things. It's a red. Oh crap, is that poison? Sure looks that way. Looks just like what they described in Selray. Isn't harmful to the Spartans.
Okay.
This should be far enough. Adol, I feel I must apologize to you. What? Why now? That's a good question. Why now?
Yes.
That is why I brought you here. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Huh? Really? Why'd you keep quiet about it all this time? My reason hardly makes up for all that you've been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into a river by a human. Rather, it was the Spartans themselves who befouled the water. What? Far upstream lies a Sparta breeding ground. I am almost certain that they are responsible for this incident.
Hold on.
Aren't the Spartans sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beasts goes round poisoning rivers? The Spartans raised in Selray are not able to do so. Wild Spartans, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared. Fucking loads of poison, though. Seriously? Do the villagers know about this? No, the villagers have no idea. The people of my tribe have raised Spartans for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them, and those laws forbid us from telling others the secrets of the Sparta. This includes the fact that wild Spartans bear poison. So your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anyone else from hearing you. Does that mean something like this happened before?
No.
As far as I'm aware, this quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild Sparta's breeding ground. and have been so for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course protecting their secrets was also of the utmost concern. Let's go upstream. Wait a second, Adol. You know that what this means, right? We're not allowed in the Sparta's breeding ground. Which means we just have to leave this to Ozma while we go back to the village and relax. Actually, while I realise it's quite brazen of me to ask for a favour, after causing you so much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Why? Because we've got to fight a monster scaring the Spartans. Right, so can you remind us where we're going? As you wish. The wild Sparta breeding ground is situated south of Selray. Oh, look at the map. Why are some of the... Oh no, that's a mine, that's a plant. On that drawing you call a map, it would be about... Yeah, I've been there. Here, I believe. So as long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed, the entrance is situated near a waterfall basin. It is difficult to miss. I have told the villagers that we are continuing the investigation. Make sure you are properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright then, let's do this. Ooh. Party abilities are active when there are 3 or more party members. There are up to 2 party abilities. Rare item drop rate up. Increased damage. I like that we're colour coded. For some reason I just didn't think he'd be in our team, but there is. I thought there'd be a girl for the 3rd character. Azure Pain. Scale Mail looks good though. I'm assuming he is not a permanent member of the party, but... Let's save my game. Right, I'm back. Let's go investigate. The dungeon, shall we? And see what it's like.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Red, blue, green. What? It's not red, blue, green. It's yellow, red, blue. Whatever. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is let's see what it's like having 3 people in our party. Wait, what? How? Take care if you're going out, Ozma. We're always here if you need us. How have we not explored this bit?
Leave it to me.
Apparently we haven't. Let's check it out. You truly are an unusual visitor. You appear to have even more interest in the primeval lands than the people of this village do. Though I suppose that inquisitiveness is what allowed you to come this far into the forest to begin with. Perhaps you might actually be able to reach it one day. Adol, if such a time should come. No, I suppose that is too much to hope for.
No.
My apologies, Adol. Please forget I said anything. We should be returning to the village now. It seems my people wish to hold a welcoming party for you, and I would not want to be the one responsible for our guest of honor showing up late. I will be responsible for turning him into a pariah. My light wasn't on. Let's turn that on.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Ah, it's better. That makes sense. More more defense is good. Right, I'm not talking a lot because it's fighting, and I've spoken a lot recently. I've made myself some hot chocolate though. Oh, our defense has been up for ages as well.
My turn. Understood.
Yeah, I'm finished, people. This is the place. So, this is the Sacred Beast's lair, huh? Thought it'd be more like a nest, being it's a beast lair and all. Didn't expect a full-on ruins. You've ruined it, there's ruins. You come here often, Ozma? I try to avoid coming here as much as possible. Particularly as this place where I lost my mother and father. To poison. I cannot say that I have very fond memories of it. Really? All of the Spartas raised in Selray were captured here when they were infants. My parents were killed by the poison... Ah, I knew it's the poison of the adult Sparta while attempting to trap its young. But I cannot let people of Selray know that. Why do you bear this burden alone? Because I am the last of my tribe. The laws essentially forbid me from telling the people of my village the truth about these creatures. How could I reveal to them that two in our ranks... What? How could I reveal to them that two in our ranks, a tribe that cares for the beasts, were killed by those very same beasts? Do you really need to go that far to keep it a secret, though? I get that the Spartans are essential to everyday life in Selray, but surely it'd be better for everyone if everybody worked together to care for them, right? It's gotta hurt keeping this all to yourself. Do you really think you can keep it up? The laws of my tribe are absolute. There is nothing I can do about them. Ah, it's like talking to a brick wall. Taking a few hours. Like, literally a few hours. This area appears to be filled with water. Looks like there's a staircase on the other side. Indeed, but the water seems to have been eroded the path, putting it just out of our reach, meaning we can escape via that way, but we cannot enter that way. Adol, we should investigate the area and see if we can find another way to reach the staircase. Can you go underwater? Looks like the walls underwater's seen better days. This ruin is several hundred years old, so such a thing is to be expected. But I imagine with fissures that size, the wall should be brittle enough to break with my spear. Break the wall so the water flows out. Sounds like an idea. Try not to bring the whole place down on our heads, and we're golden. Ha! There is no need for concern. My touch is a delicate one. Yeah, I get that. There were 2 underwater chests we've seen so far.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Huh. Fair enough, I was wrong about that being an exit. Red, yellow, blue. Whoa. So it could be Slayer. Actual dungeon. Wouldn't have guessed this place was so big from the outside. Likewise, truth be told, I have yet to explore it in its entirety myself. Really? Guess we'll just have to do the honest now, then. Do be cautious. There are many dangers lurking in these depths. Probably. No weakness. We can teleport straight back to the village. Cool. Dum ba dum bum 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 bum. Any iron ore? Any iron ore? That's going to be a bit of a labyrinth. Stop being all over the place, you. Interesting that he's clearly doing it by himself.
Leave it to me.
Oh, fuck. What button I wanted to press? Tiger Flash. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I thought so.
My turn. Understood.
I didn't think exactly that would happen, but something like that. Topaz, rose droplet, silver ingot.
Leave it to me.
Slate fragment. Honey potion. 500 gold.
Understood. Leave it to me. Understood.
Bad. Healing tablet. I should check the center out just in case. No, okay. He's having a bad time, so let's take him out.
Leave it to me.
The doll has leveled up, lovely. Hop, hop, hop. That's a lot of hop, 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 hip, hip. They really want that iron.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
We've got to come back here then. This is neat, gimmickly. Oh, and a bridge.
Leave it to me.
Silver axe. Oh, who uses an axe?
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
We must be calm. Now is the time to attack.
Let's keep swimming around. Be one of these. There we go. Was that where we came from? I think it's where we came from. Have we been here before?
Understood. My turn. Leave it to me.
I reckon that'll be fun. Save our game just in case. This is where we came from. Now I feel dumb. Right, what are we doing then? I guess I'll go to...
My turn.
It's not an exit, John. Got a help back and everything. It's fine.
Leave it to me.
I guess I never checked out down below. Doesn't ring any bells. cool. Yes, sorry, I'm getting a little bit quieter. I'm going to probably be quite on the quieter side for the next... Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm going to be ending very, very soon. I didn't realise it was this time already.
Leave it to me.
So it's probably not going to get to a boss until next episode. And it does tell me where to go there, like it did before. I just decided to go other places and walk. It's not this one, it's the next one, right?
Leave it to me.
There we go, beautiful. Maybe we will do the boss quickly for now. Yeah, fuck it. Ah! It's Volnik, the Serpent of the Rapids. There's no weaknesses.
Leave it to me. Understood.
Right, I didn't save my game. And we're not allowed to save it. What? I don't like that I lost so much health. Okay, yeah, I want to retry. I don't want to spend all those things.
Leave it to me. Understood.
Approve. Fuck. Fuck! I don't want him dying. I'm gonna die and try again.
My turn.
Just died, didn't he? Fine. There we go. We used up all our items before we did it. Ooh. Hello, Lurker. Just defeated the boss. But I'm afraid I'm about to disappear. Hoping I made enough money in this dungeon to sort of justify all the items I just spent there. Water Dragon Scales! That seems familiar. Looks like some kind of ancient treasure. Oh, hello, Uchi. I'm afraid I'm about to disappear for some food eatings myself. Supper, tea, dinner, lunch, breakfast. One of the... I don't know. What does anything mean anymore? So I'm going to disappear and then probably come back and do some more of this in like an hour, possibly. But I'll finish this cutscene first. I can feel the strange power coming off it. It's just gathering dust here, so we might as well just put it to good use, right? When equipped, the party can swim and freely breathe underwater. Ah, that'll get us chests as well. Cool. Yes. So we have 2 chests. We have chests underwater too, that I remember. I think they're on the map. Ah, I have an artifact button. Okay, cool. I don't know how to get to the artifact button. Oh, I see. Didn't realise that's what the silver axe was. Just keep it on you. Okay, it is now equipped. You can see it there, water scales. I think it did the same thing in the other games as well. That's cool. Right, so let's save our game here. So, because we're not necessarily done with the dungeon yet, are we? Anyway. We're going to zoom dangerously close. We're in the red zone. While he messes with Shu. And then I can say... yay! Just now. Right. Thank you for watching. I've been John Proxy. You are now leaving the proximity, archaeologists, and my East Memories of Celceta adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Oh, now I've got to wait for the snail to come back. I don't have to wait for the snail to come back. I just like doing that. Got to lean back so the snail actually envelops me. Then, you know, I can just disappear. Whenever it's most convenient. I made the snail disappear. Oh, fuck it.